call this, because I was doing a lot of yard work and my back was really sore, and I know I'm not alone in that because it is late May and everyone's outside planting and gardening, and your back might be sore too. So we're gonna do some low back and hip stretching, and we're gonna start on our mats. So just go ahead and roll down here. Go ahead and start by just relaxing your legs. So bend your knees, relax your body. And the first thing I want you to do is just feel for where your back is on the ground. So your butt's on the ground, your shoulders are definitely on the ground, and there might be a little bit of space underneath your low back where there's a natural curve, which is fine. What I want you to do is I want you to push down your low back into the mat, all right? Just keep your hands out of the way. I'm just keeping them up so you can see. So, and then exaggerate it. So take your back, arch it a little bit so it's off the mat, and then push it down onto the mat. Lift up, push it down. Now it's very subtle, and I'm trying to exaggerate so you can see I'm lifting my back off the ground, and then I'm pushing it down. And when I push it down, my belly comes in and my pelvis tilts up, right? So we're just doing some gentle pelvic tilts, activating your stomach muscles, which are gonna help protect your back, okay? From here, we're gonna bring the knees in towards the chest. So bring them in as tight as you can, just grab them with your arms, and then try to keep your head straight, I should say that. Try to keep your head straight, eyes on the ceiling, and just relax. Just try to relax into it. You should probably feel a little bit of a stretch here. Now, from here, we're gonna take the arms out by your side, and you're gonna drop your knees away from your body to the other side. Now you wanna make sure that your shoulder is close to the floor and your palm is up on this extended arm. You can take your other arm and grab onto your knees if that feels good, and then you should start to feel a stretch through your low back here. Always take a deep breath and a stretch, and then slowly bring your knees back to the middle. Give them a hug in. Yep, reset, give them a hug in. Good, just take a second to reset your back. Take a deep breath. And then go ahead and let your knees fall to the other side. And again, arms out. Now this side's tighter for me, so my shoulder's not on the ground, but my palm is up on this hand here. So palm is up. You can turn your head if that feels good, right? You can do what feels good for your body. Everybody's gonna be a little bit different, but you can take your hand and pull the knee in if that feels good. You can leave it where it is. Take a deep breath in the stretch, and then roll back to the middle. We're gonna reset in the middle again. So knees in, reset. Take a deep breath here, and then go ahead and put your feet down. Keep your knees bent. From here, we're gonna push your back into the floor again, belly in. Arms by your side, just relax them. And you're gonna squeeze your butt cheeks and lift about 3 or 4 inches off the ground. That's it, not very high. Squeeze, lift, and then relax. And again, squeeze, lift, and then relax. Nice and easy. Squeeze, lift, and then relax. One more. Squeeze, lift, and then relax. So you might feel that anywhere from the back of your thighs, your glutes, or into your low back, but it's a great way to strengthen all of those muscles, right? Where you feel it is gonna be dependent on your body, but it strengthens that whole back chain, which is gonna help keep your back strong for when we're doing our gardening. Now from here, you're gonna take one foot and you're gonna cross your ankle over your knee, right? And then just let it relax. In this position, you can push away on your knee. You might, without doing anything, feel a stretch in the corner here, almost the corner of your hip. Like there's a really thick tendon right there, right? You might feel a stretch there. So take a deep breath if you feel that. And then you're gonna reach your hand between your legs and pull your legs in towards your body. Try to keep your head down and relaxed. And pull those legs in, and then you're gonna feel a stretch on the outside here behind your hip, into your glutes and thigh on that side, okay? And then take a deep breath on that. Okay, now this is my favorite part. So I'm gonna take my hands out, and I'm going to drop my legs to the side keeping them crossed like that. Okay, so you get a little bit tighter stretch on that side. Take a deep breath. Good, should feel that on the outside here. And then go ahead and bring it back to the middle, and then you should be in the starting position. If your foot's on the ground, leg is crossed. And then we're gonna switch. So now the other leg goes across. Ooh, I feel that's tight on that side. Okay, so you might feel tight like I do, right in the kind of corner of your hip here, where almost where your thigh meets your hip bone, that corner there, right? So that, take a deep breath in this position. And then go ahead and bring the legs in, reach through, grab on behind your thigh and pull them in towards your body. Take a deep breath here. Try to stay relaxed in the upper body as much as you can. Good. Okay, now here's the fun part. Put the foot down and then just drop your legs to the side this way. Good. Keeping that cross, so you're keeping pressure on the hip, and then you'll feel that into the outside of the other leg. Try to keep the arms out if you can. Just opens you up more. Keeping your chest open helps you breathe better. Take a deep breath. And then roll back to the middle. Good. That leg is crossed still. And then go ahead and put it down. Okay, we're gonna reset with some bridges again. So tuck, push your back down, belly in, squeeze and lift, not very high, just enough to squeeze and then lower. Good, just enough to squeeze and then lower. One more, just enough to squeeze and then lower. Okay, now we're gonna roll up. You can either roll straight up or you can roll to your side and then push yourself up this way. And then we're gonna sit straight up. One leg is gonna be out. You're gonna take the other leg, cross it over again, sit up as tall as you can, grab your leg and twist towards it. Other hand can be down here. Sit up as tall as you can. And if you're way out here, that's okay. Trust me, I've been there. Been working on this leg a little bit. So try to pull it in tight. Take a deep breath. Good, and again, you should feel that on the outside of the hip. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. So I'm just gonna turn this way for you. And sit up tall, bring your knee in, cross it over. Again, wrap your arm around it, pull it in tight, and sit up tall. Put your other hand down for balance. Stay tall here, keep your chest lifted. Nice deep breath. Good. Awesome, okay, good. Now, we're gonna come all the way up and you're gonna need a chair or a table or a wall. So I'll show you, and then if you need to move, you can move. But we're gonna take a table or an ottoman here. I'm gonna use my box, and a counter works perfect for this because you're gonna put your hands on it, you're gonna step back, and you're gonna lean forward and go ahead and just let your head fall through your arms this way. Okay, so we're stretching, as you can see, I'm stretching my back this way, here, but also the whole chain. So all the way through the back of the arms. It feels like it's through the armpits, which is really your lat muscles on the side, and into your low back. Bend your knees a little bit, so my knees are bent, they're not locked out. But keep them soft, we call it soft. Belly in, take a deep breath. Good, okay, and then just slowly come up. Always come up slow when you're coming out of a bent over stretch so you don't get a head rush. And then give me a couple shoulder rolls here, shoulder rolls. My other favorite one I'm gonna teach you is arms in front. I'm gonna cross my hands and I'm going to round the upper back, tuck my chin, and reach away from me. So we're getting that upper back too, because we all know that it gets sore at the same time. Good, and then we're gonna go the opposite way. So we're gonna bring the hands behind, together, if you can reach them together, pinch your shoulder blades together, and look back. Always take a deep breath. Good. And awesome. So I hope your low back feels good, feels a little healthier. Do that before and or after your gardening sessions, or anytime you need a little release for your low back, and those bridges are going to help make it stronger.